as sort of embarrassing to the nation as he was for the world looking at this.
Well, as you know, he interrupted you more than 70 times. But you did call the president a, quote, fool, liar, clown, racist, Putin's puppy, and the worst president America has ever had, and you told him to shut up. Do you regret any of that?
No,
Why not?
because everything I said was true.
Let's focus on one of those, racist, and the white supremacists. What is it you expected him to say?
What he said, unfortunately. Look, the words of a president matter, no matter how good or bad a president they are.
In one voice, our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy. Those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans. You had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Have you ever heard this president say one negative thing about white supremacists? Have you ever heard it?
How many times do I have to reject? I've rejected David Duke. I've rejected the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. From the time I'm 5 years old, I rejected them. I put it on Twitter last week. How many times? You know, it's an amazing thing with Twitter. I have 6 million, more than 6 million, and I have another 6 million with Facebook. I have like 13 or almost 14 million with Instagram. When I put out a minor message, everybody picks it up. Donald Trump just tweeted something very unimportant. Let me just explain. When I put out that I reject KKK and David Duke, nobody picks it up. You know why they don't? Because they don't want to pick it up. They pick it up. You pick it up. Everyone else picks it up. You saw simultaneously, practically at the same time. They don't want to pick it up. Now, I have been asked this question so many times. I have rejected it so many times.
You wouldn't even condemn David Duke, for God's sake, the former Grand Kleagle. I mean, this is... Welcome to Kingswood Community Center. Actually, that's the one down I used to work. As a joke. You know where we were. Anyway, it's great to be here. And
yeah, it's just great to be here wherever I am. Now, later in the same appearance, he inadvertently focused on what must be looming as his own greatest vulnerability.
People are losing faith in what the president says. Think about it. What the words of a president matter significantly.
Well, they sure do, and that's why there are a lot of questions about this man becoming president.
Rapidly rising in with I don't know.
Why doesn't he just act like a president?
That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I
don't know what I was going to say.
Look, tomorrow's Superstar Tuesday, and I want to thank you all. I tell you what, I'm rushing ahead.
I just can't figure the guy. It's like watching a yo-yo. I shouldn't have said it that way. It's like watching.
It feels that way. I want to ask you.
I'm coming directly to you for ask a quick favor.
And I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway. I've been here a number of times. Last time was, I think, all the way back in 2014. But I've been here before that. I love this place. Look, what's not to like about Vermont in terms of the beauty of it? And what a neat town.
If elected, you would turn 82 at the end of your first term. You'd be the oldest president in American history.
Are you willing? Churchill.
Are you willing to commit American history?
Yes. We should make sure that we have no one going to jail for a drug offense. They go directly mandatory prison. I would see to it for immediately moving toward, we're in fact in a position now that if in fact we dealt with mitigation across the board, just what we did in the last administration and before, leading to a standard that we provide efficiency for appliances. That saves billions of gallons of gasoline. I mean, billions of $2.3 billion worth of, $500 billion in savings and 2 point something billion metric tons of CO2 going.